This week, on my quest to find every animal in the UK, I spent 1,440 minutes to get 1 minute of footage of the most beautiful bird in Britain, the kingfisher. This is how I did it. I started my search in Bushy Park because I've seen kingfishers there several times before, and the first animal I spotted was a new one for the series. I was making my way to the stream where I've seen them before when I came across something curious. So I was just walking along and noticed all this sawdust. Then looked up and saw these big holes and thought, something must be clearing out some nesting space. No, wrong. Right? Look at this. This has blown my mind. It's ants. What the heck? They must be building a colony in there? That's unbelievable. Making all this meth. So I'm thinking this branch back here, that could be a good perch. I'm trying to suss out different potential spots for it at the moment because I think I'm going to have to sit and be patient for this one. They're just so sort of nervy. Every time I've seen one before, get anywhere near it and it's off. So I'm going to have to hope it's going to come to me for once. That little stump also has potential, I reckon. Oh. What if he thinks it's a good fishing spot? That's a good sign. Hello. I then decided to sit down by this stream and see if anything turned up. These next clips are everything I spotted over the next hour. Then I got impatient and went looking around again. I found this heron in a tree, who looks hilarious if you ask me when faced onto the camera, and then bang, look at that snoz. And then I came across another new species. I stayed for the whole day checking the streams and ponds over and over, but unfortunately I didn't even have a sighting on this day. But oh well, things could only get better on day 2. Right, today the kingfisher search continues on the River Mole. Lovely little river running through Surrey, and I've got a hot tip from one of my uncles actually. By the Dorking Sewage Treatment Centre. Lovely, picturesque they said. Yeah, apparently that's a good spot to see them. So I'm going to get down there now, checking in all the little sort of fishing spots. Looks like prime territory if you ask me. Yeah, fingers crossed. So I just spoke to a guy who was out doing some photography as well, and he told me that Warnham Nature Reserve is another good spot for kingfishers, so side quest unlocked. Gonna probably go there as well at some point. Well, it's noisy and it smells a little bit like shit, so I guess I'm in the right spot now. But to be honest, it's so noisy and so noticeably smelly, I might try somewhere else to be honest. ASMR Nature Videos 2024 next to a sewage treatment site. I carried on walking up the river away from the farm, checking hopefully for flashes of blue along the way. I hadn't spotted any just yet, but I did find this. That was fun. After that adrenaline rush, I settled down next to the river for a couple of hours to see what animals came to me. Surely a kingfisher had to pop up soon. Right, so it's nearly 1 o'clock now. I think I've been going a good couple of hours, 2.5 hours. No sightings yet. We've had a wren and a grey wagtail, so could be worse. Grey wagtail's nice, isn't it? Always charming to see. Nice to see out on the river. But I'm going to go back the way I came now and get closer to the sewage plant again and hopefully find one. You never know. The day is still young-ish. That's a good find. Here's one for you spider lovers. He's waiting for you. This is cool. I just found a ladybird's wing. That's mad. I then selected my next spot to sit and wait for a while, and I picked a cracker that had a lot of bird activity going on. Do I smell another montage? No. No. The kingfisher just landed over there and I panicked and moved too quickly and scared him off. I'm crushed. Right, I'm deciding to go after that one. I sat and waited for it for a while, but obviously didn't come back. Day's getting a bit late really, so I need to track this down and hopefully film it. Green woodpecker over there. Just foraging for some stuff. I somehow didn't realise at the time, but this is a juvenile, and you can tell from all the speckles it has all over it. I really wanted to see one of these, so I was over the moon when I checked my footage and noticed. What an absolute stunner. It's just flown all the way down there. I think that's it. I think that's it right in the centre. Did it? That's cool though. Did it just fly away? I can't even tell. Or should I head down there maybe? There, it just flew off. So I did just get one on camera technically. Nice little pixel or two of blue, but that's something, eh? And now I think this might as well be as good a spot as any to wait and hope that it comes back. Yeah, please. I've just seen one come flying past just as I'm about to go. So I actually spotted two in this spot now. So I suppose this is where I'll come back to. Shouldn't really complain, it's been an amazing day, but no real kingfisher footage to speak of. But oh well, keep persisting, I'll find one. So I decided to follow the side quest on day 3 and headed off to Warner Nature Reserve. And as soon as I got there, I found something very unexpected. That's such a good start to the day. Marsh Frog. What the hell? Alien species. That's awesome. Tick, 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 tick. What's the time? It's time to learn. Bonus round. Ribbit. These are the largest froggos in Europe, growing up to 15 centimetres long. How dare you grow that big? They're not native to the UK, but a small number were released in the 1930s in Kent, and now they're scattered across the southeast. They have a regular froggy diet, but will also eat other frogs and even mice. I really hope I don't ever have to see that. Therefore, they do pose a bit of a threat to our native common frogs. Watch out boys, you're on the menu! A group of dozens of frogs is called an army, and I will not be signing up, thank you very much. I'm really not the biggest fan of frogs. In Turkey, marsh frogs have been seen climbing up water buffaloes to sit on their backs and heads, where they snack on the flies and other insects that they attract. Up to 27 frogs have been seen on a single buffalo before, so I will now be living the rest of my life as flawlessly as possible, so that I don't get reincarnated into a buffalo in Turkey next time around. No, thank you. That's got to be where it perches then. Just there. Guess I'll wait here for a little while. Not much popped up in that hide, so I set off for the next one. So I've been told heron hide is the best spot to spot the kingfishers. So hopefully, first check of the day, it's already there. Can you imagine? So no luck that time, but it was filled with about 5 other photographers, so that must be the spot, eh? So I'll check back there several times and hopefully get lucky, because the perches are also set up really close to the window, so I would be able to get crispy footage. Nice green woodpecker there. I went for a short walk to check the rest of the place out, and then decided to head back to the heron hide to wait around and hope for the best. I saw a few birds, including these coots with their chicks, this tern, and this lanky pigeon. And then I had my first kingfisher encounter of the day. I watched this one fly around on the other side of the lake, perching in different trees and also doing some fishing, and I got this selection of world-class shots.
He's up again. He's gonna dive. No. He's hovering. He's diving.
It eventually flew off, and after a while longer waiting for it to return, I decided to go and stretch my legs a bit again. So I've just spent the best part of 2 hours in the heron hide. My arse is sore. But yeah, saw kingfishers, but didn't come anywhere near close enough to get any proper footage of, but got some stuff at least. It's 1:30 now. I'm going to go for another little stroll, maybe have some lunch till about 3, and then go back there 3 until closing, and hopefully finally get this f***ing kingfisher. I heard a rustle in the bush, so I thought I'd stay put for a minute to see if anything popped out. After a short while, I spotted this rural rat. When you swap out bins for plants, they're really quite nice animals if you ask me. While I was filming it, I suddenly noticed my camera battery was about to die. I went to put in a new one and realised that I'd lost it somewhere, so I decided to go back to the heron hide earlier than planned and just wait there and hope a kingfisher turned up, and pray that if it did, my battery would last for just a couple more shots. But on the way back there, I spotted another little rodent fella, so I had to risk getting a quick shot just in case it was a new species. It's hard to tell from this shot, but I'm pretty sure this is a bankfoal, so unfortunately not a new one, but still cool to see. After another long wait in the heron hide, I finally got another glimpse of a kingfisher. It was perched on the opposite side of the lake doing a spot of fishing, and then after 3 days of waiting, it flew in my direction and this happened. I was absolutely melting inside when this happened. This was my first time sitting and waiting for an animal for a properly long time. I spent around 5 hours in this hide and 24 hours in total over 3 days searching, and boy did it feel rewarding when all that patience finally paid off. It then moved to a slightly more covered branch where I got a little bit more footage, just enough for... Tick, 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 tick. What's the time? It's time to learn. Kingfishers are quite small birds at around 16 centimetres long, so they can be very hard to spot even though they have beautiful iridescent feathers. When they fly, they stay very low to the water at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, so if you ever see a flash of blue sit past you by a river or lake, it was probably one of them. Aristotle, while he did make several good points, caused kingfishers thousands of years of terror as he claimed they nested on the sea's surface during a period of winter calm. Then they became associated with calm weather in general, so people started killing them to wear their feathers in charms to protect them from bad weather. Umbrellas tend to work equally well, I find. One other legend that was born out of their difficulty to spot was that only the righteous get to see them, so your boy Elliot must be as righteous as they come. Whee! Yes! Oh man, when I saw that thing, I wanted to f***ing scream in celebration, but there was like 4 or 5 other people in there. But I finally filmed one. It took 3 full days. I'm looking forward to checking out the footage and seeing how crispy it is. But oh man, I was so psyched to get that. That is buzzing. What a result. Yes. My whole life I've wanted to see a frog on a lily pad, and I finally have. As a little added bonus. What an awesome day. That puts me on 93 out of 742 creatures found. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to subscribe so that you can follow the rest of the quest, and let me know in the comments what animals you'd like me to find next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!